Good morning, everybody. My name is Chris. This is my channel, The Great Plains Rider. So, this morning, I wanted to do a little test, see if this will work. Just bought a dead cat to put over the Akaso microphone, see if that helps with the audio quality. And I'll try and re-record a video with my plans for this 1200 Sportster Custom. So the first plan I have is the intake. It's got the stock air cleaner on, which is kind of large and bulky and rubs against the inside of my leg every once in a while, and it's kind of annoying. Like, the only thing about this bike that annoys me too, so it's got to go. I was thinking about going with something like this, and I actually bought one. It's actually arrived yesterday. Not 100% sure how I feel about it. I might try and slap it on, see what it looks like, and go from there, and then decide if that's the intake I want to go with, or if I'll just keep the stock air cleaner on and then find something else, something a little more reputable. I also want to change out the exhaust. Right now it's got almost like a Vantine short shot, but it's not a short shot. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's stock, but it could be. I'd like to go to a 2-in-1, similar to this one, and see how that does. I think that looks really good. It comes in black, unfinished, or chrome. I think I'm going to go with the black. I'm not a huge fan of chrome, just because of the amount of upkeep that's required with chrome. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you've seen me leaving work, and you know that I work in a dirt parking lot, and chrome is keeping chrome up like that, I'd have to be polishing it every week, man, and that's a lot of work, and I would just rather not do that. Another thing, I want to change the headlight, so I changed out the turn signals already, and the turn signals I went with are little LED strips that wrap around the fork tubes. So, changing those to LED with the stock headlight. The stock headlight seems mighty dim. The LED turn signal strips have a white running light, and they overpower the headlight. So I might change it out to something similar to a Daymaker. I think that would be alright. I'd like to change out the sissy bar. Right now it's got the low sissy bar with the backrest. I'd like to go with something a little taller. After I change out the sissy bar, I change out the passenger backrests, go with a different pad. maybe the seat. It's got the stock seat on it right now, which is comfortable, yes. And I'm gonna ride it for a little bit. Try and do a couple longer rides, maybe a couple poker runs, see how I feel on this seat after a few hours. And if it's not terribly comfortable, because I'd eventually like to do an iron butt challenge on this bike. And if it's not terribly comfortable, maybe change it out to something like a Saddleman or a Pereira. I don't know. Find something. Change it out. Another thing I like to change out is the engine guard. It's got this this chrome engine guard. It does make the bike look pretty wide, which I don't like, but I do like being able to kick my feet up on the engine guard and relax. I will get rid of these highway pegs just because I don't use those, and they really spread your legs out there. I am fine with just this. I don't need my feet all the way out here, or at least get rid of those highway pegs. I'll make a decision later on whether or not to change out that engine guard. Maybe go something black. Maybe not. I also thought about the saddlebags. Right now the saddlebags that are on are from the factory, and they've got the chrome studs on them, which I'm not a huge fan of. You know, I don't like the way studs look. So they're not real gaudy. They don't have tassels and a million studs all over them. It just lines the flap. So I might try and find a different saddlebag that does not have the studs. And then those are pretty much the plans I have for the short term. The stuff that is almost inevitably going to get changed. I also wouldn't mind getting a different set of bars, maybe something about 2 inches taller. Yeah, maybe something about 2 inches taller. I do like the apes. I will keep with that. I'm not going to go to drag bars or anything like that. I'll keep it with apes. Now, long-term plans, if I absolutely fall in love with this bike, and this is the bike I want to keep, it's going to be I would really love to throw the Hammer Performance 1275 kit into this, the 120 plus horsepower kit. I was looking at it, and it looks like it almost doubles your horsepower and gives you 50% more torque. And that just, to me, sounds awesome. But it's like $4,500 to $5,000, which is pretty much double what I paid for the bike. So in order to do that, I would absolutely have to love this bike and never plan on parting with it. Which is possible, you know. And if I do the 1275 performance kit, I thought about maybe hardtail in it, but that's way down the road. A hardtail bobber I think is awesome. I do have a project for one that I'd like to start this winter. We'll see. It's 81's Honda CB650 I picked up for a couple $100. So the 1275 kit into this, and a hardtail for this, and all that would just, that's after that, you know. After I do the CB650 up, then I'll look at getting into a real big project on this. If I get into a real big project on this, though, I would probably buy another motorcycle, something to have for more of a daily, and then do this. And if I'm going to do the 1275 kit and a hardtail on this, then I'm also going to paint it, because the bluish green and silver does look good, but it's not exactly my speed. It's not exactly my style, you know. I don't know what I'd go with. Might change everything over to, like, if I do that, ditch all of the chrome and move on to change everything over to black, and then go maybe white metals, you know, almost like a chalk white tank and fenders. But that is in the future, long ways in the future, remain to be seen. So, those are my plans for this bike, on not including, you know, normal upkeep, oil changes. I think this neck bushing is on its last leg. I don't know if you saw that, but when I'm going 30 mile or faster and I take my hands off the bars, they got a little bit of a shimmy to them, so might need to change out that bushing in the neck. I'm not going to do that if it comes down to it, just because I don't really have a garage right now. I have a shed. And my CB650 is sitting in the shed, taking up all the room. So I wouldn't be able to get this in to do any work to it with the CB650 in there. So any major work on this for now is going to be done at a shop. The little stuff like air cleaner, exhaust, I'll do that in the driveway. God, she needs some patience. Oh my God. So I think that's where I'm going to end it for now. You guys be safe, and I will see you guys later.